The Neo Egoist League is the second phase of the BLUELOCK project, where the top 5 countries where football thrives have been replicated in each stratum of the BLUELOCK building. Now with the conclusion of the Bastard München vs Ubers match, I think it's time that we make a video on Barou Shoei and if he went to Bastard München. How will he have developed as a player? And would he be better or worse than he currently is? Also, thank you guys so much for this comment and a ton of other ones promoting this series, because it seems like you guys really like these kinds of videos, so I'm going to be making a ton more just like this. However, like every single one of my videos that has to do with something relating to the manga of a series, spoilers for the BLUELOCK manga, and if you are not caught up, click off this video right now. Now before we talk about Bastard München and their players, I think we should start by talking about Barou and his mindset, because a player's mindset is always important when it comes to these kinds of videos. I mean, just look at the Nagi video that I made. You should go check it out, by the way. Barou is a very selfish and arrogant type of forward whose main goal is to be the star of the field at all times on his path to become the world's best striker, and arguably has the best mindset as a striker when it comes to the players within BLUELOCK as identified by Snuffy. Barou's main weapons are extensions of his personality, being chopped dribbles and egotistical charging. Barou's weapons allow him to wreak havoc among friend and foe, using his charging and chops to create a destructive lightning dribble that paves the way for him and him alone, which uses his allies as sacrificial pawns in order to help him score a goal. However, when it comes to Bastard München, I don't think that Barou's ego will survive. For starters, Noa only plays those whose numbers are the best, and while Barou's stats are undoubtedly acceptable enough in order to earn him a position on the starting lineup, Noah has clearly mentioned that he will pull players for decisions and actions that go against the basic code of the team, being logic and rationality. And from Barou's game style, all of his decisions are self-centered and irrational. But assuming that Barou even does get to play, I believe that he would ultimately be devoured by Kaiser. Bastard München is a team that is centered around Kaiser, and unlike Isagi, Barou wouldn't work with Kunigami to assert his place on the team, as Barou's awakening in the second selection showed that he intends to score by himself, only relying on others as tools to be devoured in order to achieve such a mission. And without Snuffy to create Uber's formation to support Barou, the idea that he would pass is completely out of the question. And with a player of new Gen 11 caliber being Kaiser, there's no way that he'd be able to keep possession of the ball on the pitch for very long, as Barou has shown a very prominent weakness against those with metavision, examples being Isagi and Aiku, meaning the king would ultimately be devoured by God's chosen emperor. But assuming that Barou did go to Bastard München and didn't get devoured by Kaiser, what weapons would he have awakened, or which of his weapons would he have improved? Well, first off, Barou would still get his Predator Eye in the same way that Isagi got his Metavision. See, Metavision requires an incredibly high functioning brain with incredibly fast thinking speed, and while Barou himself is an intelligent person, he isn't quick-witted enough to unlock a Metavision. However, thanks to Kaiser using both Predator Eye and Metavision for his Kaiser Impact formula, Barou would most likely identify this weapon in the same way that Isagi identified Metavision. Barou's chop dribbles allow for him to basically forge his own path, relying on his own skill. So unlocking Metavision, an ability that already lets you create a path to the goal by linking with others, just doesn't make sense for Barou's character. But unlocking a skill that lets you shoot better by studying Kaiser's shooting technique is definitely something that he would notice and unlock during a match. Now, he wouldn't unlock his stealth kill shot like when he went to Ubers. However, he may be able to unlock a fake ambidextrous kill shot instead. Listen, I get that every person now is getting ambidextrous shooting, but just hear me out because it will make sense. Barou's chops allow for him to chip the ball with one foot in the opposite direction that the opponent believes him to be going in, allowing for him to catch them off balance and then move past them. I imagine that Barou would combine this with his mid-range shot and Predator Eye to create a chopped shot, where Barou fakes a shot with his left leg and then immediately shoots with his right mere seconds after the chop. We see him do something similar in the Bastard München vs Ubers match, where he actually is unable to trick Gagamaru into believing he will shoot. However, with enough practice, I think he'll be able to almost instantaneously fire a mid-range shot directly after a chop. Now, this would allow for him to change the side of the goal that he wants to shoot from, as Barou typically shoots towards the top right corner of the goal. And anyone who just decides to study Barou's shooting in order to be aware of his typical shooting area, they would notice this too. Now, we do see him attempt to shoot for the opposing side of the net during the second selection, however he does miss. And after this attempt, we never see him do something similar again. However, if he could replicate this, that would be an insanely good killer weapon. So if Barou went to Bastard München, it's likely that he would be devoured by Kaiser and be crushed as a striker, similarly to how Isagi did to him in the second selection. Only this tournament would seal his fate, due to the Neo Egoist League being responsible for selecting the new Japan U20 team. However, if Barou did survive, I believe that he would unlock his Predator Eye, and instead of a stealth kill shot, he would unlock a fake cut shot. Now the real question though, is he better or worse than if he went to Ubers? He is by far worse, because realistically, he wouldn't even play on the Bastard München team, and even if he did, he would just get completely devoured by Kaiser. But that's just my thoughts on Barou going to Bastard München. Let me know yours down below in the comments. Also again, thank you for the comments about bringing this series back, so tell me down below which character is next and where should they go. Thank you all for watching, like and subscribe for more content just like this.